Hello everybody, welcome back to the Luton Town Let's Play. This is Season 2, Episode 7, and today we're off to Wembley for an FA Cup semi-final tie against Chelsea. Let's go Luton. Okay, here we go guys. We've got Brentford in the Premier League at home first before we then play Chelsea at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final. Before we get into those games though, I'm just going to bring you up to date on a few bits of news that have happened recently. Now, if we go to the transfer screen, you can see here Emil Breivik, who we've got on loan from Arsenal with an optional future fee of 3.7 million. I've put in the offer for him, I've triggered that optional future fee, and he will be joining us as a permanent sign-in at the end of this season. Now, also, in addition to that, we have Carlton Morris, who had only 3 months left on his contract. As you can see, he's now on £34,000 a week until 30th of June 2028. So I offered him a new contract. I thought, I can't have someone who's an icon at this football club and the first ever legend of this channel just leave on a free transfer. He can do a useful job for the next manager, whoever that's going to be. So yeah, he's going to be sticking around for 3 more years if the new manager wants him. We've also had a youth intake. Now, if I type in youth on here, hopefully it will show me the youth intake. So here you go, evaluated. So our best member of our youth intake, as you see, it did say previously that overall it was a poor intake. We've got Corley Money, who is 1.5 star current ability with 4.5 star, probably 3.5 star potential ability. Currently, he's not particularly consistent, and his current ability is Vanarama national level, but he has got the ability there, he's got the potential, and I think he could be a really good player for this club in the future. He's only 16 years old. Let's see, when we do the 5 years in the future episode, we'll put him into the search engine and see exactly where he's actually ends up and how he does in his career. In addition to that, we've got Christopher Hill that we've signed, who 15 years old, £90 a week until 2029, same amount of potential ability as Corley Money. He's a central midfielder, can play attacking midfielder, can play out on the right as well. Look at the beard on him. I mean, he's 15 years old, folks, and look at that beard that he's got already. Then, talking of beards, if we go to Kieran Byron, I mean, look at him. Again, he's 15 years old. He's got a better beard than me. I'm absolutely astonished. He's also on a youth contract. He's got 4 star potential ability, probably only going to get to 3 star. This is the one I'm most excited about, James Hilton. 16 years old and he's 6'4" already. I mean, that is mad. 6'4" at the age of 16. I don't know what vegetables they gave him when he was a kid growing up. Well, he's still a kid growing up, but when he was even younger growing up. Fairly strong left foot, very strong right foot. Central defender, can play left, can play right. He could be a really good player. 3 star to 4 star potential, 1.5 star current ability. We'll see exactly how these guys get on in the future. And these ones we've also signed to contracts. This is director of football side. These ones I weren't really bothered about them. These were the 4 that I wanted. So yeah, that is our youth intake. And then we've got Cavallina. So our young goalkeeper, Cavallina, if we just bung him in here as well, hopefully it's shut. There you go. Luton's Nicola Cavallina is among a number of players being linked with the English Players Young Player of the Year award. The 22-year-old goalkeeper admitted he had been delighted with his form over the season and said it would be an honour to receive the coveted award. The other players thought to be in contention for the award are Amar Dedic, Jared Branthwaite, Evan Ferguson and Levi Colwill. Well, considering how good we know Ferguson and Colwill are, I'd be very surprised if Cavallina won it, but I think that's a sign of just how good a signing Cavallina has been. The fact that he's even being talked about in this conversation. Now, I do want to come over to the club vision screen because I think the supporters are giving me an unfair hard time. So if we look here, this is the board. I've got a Steam achievement come through as well for getting 100% support or whatever it is from the board. They're giving me an A+. To summarise, the board feel you're doing an unbelievable job and you are clearly the right manager for the job. Now, that is pretty much total support from the board. A+, right? Then you go to the supporters, C+. Overall, the supporters are pleased with the job you're doing. Now, considering how we're doing, we're in the first season, we avoided relegation. That was solely the aim, just avoid relegation. Don't matter about anything else, just stay in the Premier League. This season, we're on course to finishing in the top half of the Premier League. We got to the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup and at least the semi-final of the FA Cup. If you're a Luton Town supporter out there, drop me a comment and let me know if you would be really happy with the way Luton are doing, if this is how they were doing in real life, or whether you're just meh. Because to me, a C+ is, yeah, you're doing all right. And I think I'm doing better than just all right, to be quite honest. Talking of comments, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, all that sort of good stuff. Really helps the channel, really lets me know that you're enjoying the FM24 content. We've got so much more of it to come. But now let's get into our previous games that you would have missed out on. So the last time you was with me, we played Bournemouth away in the Premier League and won 2-0. And then we played Norwich City in the FA Cup quarter-final where we won 2-1 after extra time. Since then, I mean, look at this. We played Liverpool at Kenilworth Road and we beat them 2-1. We got Emil Breivik got a goal on 28 minutes, Carlton Morris on 64 minutes, and then Darwin Núñez pulled one back on 73 minutes. When you look at the statistics, I think the statistics were pretty even, with us maybe just about edging it in some of the departments. I think we were good value for that win, I really do. And considering Liverpool at the time was second in the Premier League, I was absolutely thrilled with that win. Then we played Leicester. Now this is a team that we would be expecting to win, and we did, 2-1. Carlton Morris on 27 minutes gave us the lead. They equalised through Casey McAteer on 34 minutes, and then 70 minutes into the game, Carlton Morris got the second goal to put us 2-1 up. Yeah, we didn't have as many shots on target, and our XG was nowhere near as good as them. And I think it was this game that actually got Steam achievement. It might have been in the previous episode, I can't remember, but I recently got Steam achievement for winning a game with over 1 point less than the opposition or something. Possession, they dominated that. All the other stuff, again, it's one of those games, a bit like the Liverpool game, where it kind of could have gone either way, but went our way. Then we played Burnley in the Premier League at Burnley with a 1-0 win with Antoine Semenyo getting the goal on 26 minutes. Ogbene was sent off after 50 minutes, and Carlton Morris missed another miss from the penalty spot after 71 minutes. I might have to actually look into whether, and as you can see, he got a 5.9 in that game. I might actually have to look into see whether I should be replacing him as their penalty taker, because he's missed a few this season, to be fair. Again, stats were close. You know, some of them went in their favour, some of them went in our favour. We're getting a lot of these games where a draw was probably a fair result, but we ended up just edging it in the end. So today we have, as we said earlier, we've got Brentford in the Premier League at Kenilworth Road, and then we go to Wembley. And I have got the Luton Town shirt on for the trip to Wembley. What we will do after this is I will then play the Brighton, Arsenal, West Ham, the Brighton and Arsenal game offline. We'll come back for West Ham and Southampton, unless we're in the FA Cup final, and then it'll be Southampton and the FA Cup final. So I think that's you caught up on everything that we need to discuss. This is the league table so far. You see Arsenal are top by 7 points from Manchester City. It's looking like it's Arsenal's title. City of second, Liverpool third, Villa back up into fourth, with Tottenham and Manchester United trying to get that final Champions League spot. When you look at where we are at the moment, 47 points, 7th will qualify for the Conference League. So we're currently 8 points away from we're not going to get there. Let's be completely honest about it. We're not going to get there. But we're not that far off. You know, we are having such an amazing season. So, team selection. I believe I did pick the team before I shut down the computer last time. So we have Kavlina in goal, Bell left back, Williams right back, Diku and Lockyer in the middle of defence. Denayer is out injured. Onyeka in the defensive midfield role with Breivik and White in the middle. White is in it. Why have I not got? Oh yeah, Riley's injured. That's why. Yeah, Riley's injured. So Semenyo and Esquivel up top, and Morris is in front of them. Now with O'Reilly and Denayer, they could technically both play. They have passed fitness tests and whatever else. But with the FA Cup game coming up, I'm prepared to potentially sacrifice this game in order to have as close to a fully fit team as possible for the FA Cup final. So let's get into the game. David Raya is still at Brentford. There doesn't seem to be an Ivan Toney, so I'm assuming he must have transferred. And here we go. This does kind of feel like the game that we just have to get through before we get to the FA Cup semi-final. I know it's the game that you all want to see. It's the game I want as well, but we have to be laser focused. We have to have all our focus on this game against Brentford because only one place behind us in the league. Williams will take the throw. We have a highlight at last. Lockyer back to Williams. Lockyer and Williams just passing the ball back between them. Here's Onyeka to White. Finds Semenyo. And Semenyo just loses the ball, but then just wins it back again, then loses it again. Then White wins it back. It's now with Semenyo again. Gets a cross in. Oh, Carlton Morris came close to giving us a 1-0 lead there. We've had 2 shots on target. Come on, Luton. Let's get a win. Let's go into the FA Cup semi-final game high on confidence. And I do generally think that getting a win here would help with that. I was tempted to play Ricardo Pepe, and considering Carlton Morris is currently on a 6.4, I'm starting to think I should have played Pepe. So Brentford have it now by the halfway line. Hickey to Mbuemo. Here's Janelt. Ball over the top to Silva, and it's 1-0, but it could be offside. VAR doesn't often go in our favour, but will it this time? Yes, it does. Well, it's a shame for them that was disallowed, because that was actually a really well taken goal from De Silva. Is it Jay De Silva? Josh De Silva. So it's 0-0 at half time. Bit of a uneventful first half, really. Well, they didn't really respond to that very well, did they? Bit of an uneventful first half in terms of highlights. So can we do something in the second half? I'm going to take Carlton Morris off shortly. Here's Bell with the free kick. Don't know who he was aiming that at. Here's Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo! And it's gone wide, and it's going to be a goal kick to Brentford. Brentford still with only the 1 shot on target. And we're at the hour mark now, so we will make a substitution. So Pepe will come on for Morris. And I think Semenyo can come off. And we'll go with Oscar Cortez to come on. He's done the job for us in the past when we brought him on as a substitute. So let's see if he can do it again. Esquivel will probably be the next one to come off. And we're getting to that stage now. So let's make the next substitutions. So Pagino can come on for Esquivel. And I think we'll just swap him and Cortez over. Cortez is struggling to meet the pace of the game. In terms of midfield, I think if we take Frank Onyeka off, I was expecting more from him because he's against his former club. Bring on John Buckley, give him some more minutes. So it's a throw in for us. It's over on our right hand side. Who's that going off the field? We've got an injury now. It looks like he's going home. Here's Pepe. Gets a crossover for... Oh, Pagino. Yes! Pagino scores. It was the second attempt at it, and he's got a goal in the 72nd minute. And no one's going to get the assist for that because the ball came over from Pepe. I think it was the goalkeeper that saved it, or he hit the post or something. And then on the rebound, he put it back in. We've not had anyone go off injured, so that's a relief. I think we'll bring Reece Burke on for Brandon Williams. And let's see if we can see out this match and take home a 1-0 win and go into the FA Cup semi-final with a real good run of wins under her belt, and we've done it. Pagino's goal, I mean, it might have been his first goal for us, actually, to be fair. It's I'm not sure if he's actually scored. He's not scored in the Premier League. He's scored in a cup game previously. So that was his first Premier League goal for us. It's taken 21 appearances. So it's not really happened quickly. But we've got the 1-0 win. We keep our winning run going, which is important. We're now up to 9th. Oh my word. West Ham do have a game in hand, so they could easily go back above us again. But we've put a bit of daylight between us and Brentford as well. But yeah, we're up in 9th on 50 points. We're level on points with Chelsea. It's only goal difference that's separating us. And that is it. We are just I'm speechless. Probably not a good thing to be speechless when you're doing a YouTube video, but you know. So we'll do the post-match press conference, and then I will see you back here for the FA Cup semi-final. We will be at Wembley. Okay guys, welcome back. It's FA Cup semi-final day, and I just want to show you the result of the other game in this semi-final, so we also know who we're going to be playing in the final if we get there. I think we all know who's going to win between Hull and Arsenal, but look at this, 7-0 Arsenal beat Hull in that game. They were 5-0 up by 35 minutes. Hat-trick for Saka, 2 for Jesus, 1 for Odegaard, and even killer Kai Havertz got in on the goal scoring as well. So let's get into the game. This is the one we've been waiting for. Our team has a very familiar look about it, except, do I do it? Yes, I do. I'm bringing Pepe in instead of Carlton Morris. It breaks my heart to do that, it really does. But hopefully we win and Carlton can come on at some point and get a taste of Wembley as well. So Cavallina is in goal, Bell left back, Williams right back, Diku, Denea as the centre backs, Onyeka in the defensive midfield role with Breivik and O'Reilly reunited. Semenyo is suspended, so Pagino comes in, Esquivel on the right and Pepe up top. So really only Pagino and Pepe the main changes. Obviously we've got Denea back in as well for Lockyer. So let's get on with the game. Wish us luck, folks. Put good lucks in the comments along with hitting the like button, of course. Okay, let's get into it. Wembley bound. Chelsea have Kepa, Azpilicueta, Fofana, Badiashile, Chilwell, Ugarte, he is such a good player, Mount, Fernandes, Rafinha, Sterling and Nkunku. On the bench they've got Bergstrom, Kukureya, Oyarzabal, Mikel Oyarzabal, I've probably butchered that, Romelu Lukaku, James Ward-Prowse, Colwill, Sturgio, Rualt and Gusto. They're only one place above us in the league, folks. We've got a chance here. We really have. Here's Wembley, packed to the rafters. Look at our form. 5 out of 5. That is insane. I feel like I'm saying insane a lot. 84,452. It's not far from being a sellout. It's probably the corporate ones that have let us down. They've not all turned up, you know. The FA giving out tickets and things like that, you know. I mean, I don't think Luton have corporates to give tickets to. Here's Pagino with the corner. It's cleared, but goes back to Pagino. He gives it to Esquivel. Oh, nice turn. Denea. Oh, Pagino's hit the bar. Oh, so close. Imagine if that went in. The roof would have come off Wembley. I don't know if they got the roof on today, but if it was, it would have come off. So we've had 3 shots at goal. None of them are on target. Chelsea have had 1 shot on goal on target. So come on. Come on, Luton. 61% possession for us so far. 92% pass completion. We've certainly held our own in that first half. And we go in a half-time 0-0. Don't tell me we're going to get extra time and penalties here. I'm proud of everyone's effort so far. Keep going. We can win this. Outstretched. Oh. Pump fists? Yeah, there you go. And barely any reaction from them at all. I mean, oh dear. I don't know why I give a team talk, really. I should just not. Just let the assistant do it, really. He'll probably have more success with them than what I do. So approaching the hour mark, Chelsea have a corner with Rafinha. And they've scored. Wesley Fofana. Cavallina couldn't get near it. We couldn't handle the height of Fofana. And Chelsea are 1 up. And we're going to have to make a substitution. We're going to have to do something. Pepe's not playing great. I think we take him off and bring Carlton Morris on. I mean, our attackers in general are just not having a great game, are they? Pagino can come off, and Oscar Cortez can come on. Come on, Luton. And Murray Bell's really not having a good game either. So we're going to take him off and bring Joe Johnson on, I think. Well, actually, no, I don't think this is a game for Joe. I think we bring on Reece Berg and then swap Reece and Brandon. And then, Emil Brevic's not having a great game. So I think we bring Jordan Clark on. Deciding to get on him instead of White on this occasion. Don't know why, just something tells me. Another corner for Chelsea. Rafinha with it again. Oh, not again. And Lukaku puts it in. Our dreams are being shattered in front of our very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 to Chelsea. I suppose the run had to come to an end at some point. At least we've had a day out of Wembley. It would have been nice if we could have got a shot on target for our efforts. I don't really see the point in making a substitution. They've had Kepa go off injured. Romelu Lukaku's in goal. I mean, shame that couldn't have happened earlier. I mean, we still can't score even with Lukaku in goal. But shame that couldn't have happened earlier on in the game, really. Like after 1 or 2 minutes. So, did they, seriously, they didn't have a goalkeeper on the bench? Well, that just seems like, they might have already made all their substitutions, actually, to be fair. You did yourselves proud today, and that's all I ask for. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know how you get confused by that. We're Luton Town. Unlucky boys. Oh, they're unhappy with the club situation. Jesus Christ almighty. What's Pepe's injury like? 7 to 9 days, okay. Do you know what? One thing I will say, I've been told by the squad that they are not happy with your management of the team and they wish to talk to you about it. I mean, so Amari Bell has the issue. I mean, he played rubbish anyway. And Esquivel is unhappy. So it's 2 people. Mateus Esquivel. I mean, seriously, I've got to have a meeting because of 2 people. Oh, here we go. Some of the last few teams have been far too confusing and want to see changes in the way you handle them. Back down, because you have to back down. So if you don't back down, it all kicks off. It really is so frustrating. Don't get me wrong, I know player power and all that sort of stuff. But I think there's far too many times it happens where they're just getting confused by your team talk. There's nothing wrong with your team talk. There's nothing wrong with what I said in that team talk. And because 2 people, one's highly influential, one's influential, have an issue with it, I have to go now, oh, I'm sorry, boys, I'm going to back down. Let me get on my knees and kiss your feet, you know. Oh. Whereas what I actually want to say, if you don't like it, leave the club. I'll replace you. I've got nearly 40 million to spend to do it, so off you go. Oh, I think that was very productive. Yeah, sure it was. Well, I was hoping we weren't going to get such a negative ending to the episode. In terms of the Premier League, Burnley have lost to Crystal Palace. I mean, Palace have relegated. Not mathematically, but pretty much. Newcastle beat Man United, Tottenham have beaten Leicester, and Southampton and Fulham have drawn. We are still in 9th place with games in hand over the teams above and below. So I will see you back here tomorrow for, which I believe is going to be Friday, for the final episode of the series, where it will be West Ham and Southampton. West Ham in 10th, Southampton in 14th. Then on Saturday, I will do a season review episode, And then on Sunday, I'll be looking at doing the 5 years in the future video before Monday is the start of the new series, Bottoms Up. So thank you very much for watching, folks. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like on the channel, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below, all that sort of good stuff. Really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much, and let's go Luton.